Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to be working on my Gorilla Tag fan game. And so this is a horror game where you're trying to escape from a fake reality. It's called the Null Void, and basically you're trying to escape from a game. It has cool graphics that, I don't know, I didn't display in this video. I might add a bit in the end. Stick around for that. And so I'm going to be adding a facility map, which I think will be pretty cool, like where they contain all the monkeys, or, I don't know. As you can see here, it's finished. It is massive compared to like my other maps, except for like the forest map, even though there's only 3, but it's still pretty big. I did model that bed and table off camera, and I'm just going to be going through with the Blender version. I'm going to be going with like what happened in like how I made it. So here I'm making an array, make it 10 long, and then making another array and making it 5 high. Now what this does is it just makes it one object but like multiple cubes. And then I add a bevel. I'm trying to match it up the best I can to the other wall, because I actually didn't remember what the bevel was, but eventually I did get it right. So this is a 10 long wall, and then I'm making a 5 long wall here, and this is just going to be the basic building blocks, and that other one is a 20. So yeah, let's get into the rest of it. So this is going to be the entrance into the cafeteria. For some reason it flung them up into the air, but it didn't really matter. So I'm just adjusting the other ones now. And finishing up the entrance, and then that's going to go into a turn. So Bandicam was kind of annoying, and it only lets you record 10 minutes before it stops the recording. So if you notice any jumps and like a little bit of progress was done, that's either because I forgot to hit record before I started working, or Bandicam just decided to end. So that's nice. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just finishing up the entrance to the cafeteria, and then I'm going to actually work on the cafeteria. So this is where, pretty self-explanatory, they're going to eat, and then in the next devlog, I'm going to make a couple things for the kitchen, which we'll see in a little bit. Yeah, I know. This is 5 times speed. I am very slow at Blender. Like, extremely slowly. I was just trying to make everything precise. Hopefully my next devlog, I don't want to spend as much time in Blender as this video, but I mean, I just needed to model this, and I didn't really feel like making it in Unity. I didn't record any audio like while I was making it, only this audio, but I might in the next episode if you guys want it. But here I am making the kitchen. So the cafeteria goes to the kitchen. Also in the next video, I'm probably going to be adding door frames and lights. Well, not probably, I am. And that cafeteria is so big, like the kitchen's big, and I actually started putting the lunch tables in the kitchen and not the cafeteria. It's just that big. So that's pretty much finished. I added the floor in Unity, same with the roof. But yeah. So these next frames, I'm not really sure what I'm going to use them for. I think I'm just going to make them like prison cells that hold multiple people. Like a lot of people, because these are pretty big. Unlike the ones I make in a bit. Not really a bit, it's quite a while before I do, because I have to work on some other stuff. But yeah. So I'm probably just gonna use these to just store a bunch of people, like, but I mean, it's gonna be abandoned and stuff, so there's actually gonna not be anyone there. I'm just trying to flip it around, but it didn't work, so I just flipped it a different way, and then that worked, and boom, those rooms are done. And next I start working on the path. That cup right there was just because of Bandicam ending, or maybe I paused it, I don't know. And yeah, I am working on the way to the prison cells, so I kind of messed up a little bit with the spacing, so I had to put that one in the wall, and I wasn't sure how it's gonna look, but I hope it's fine. I haven't really looked very well. I'm realizing now those are not even. Why I got problems in the future. But I don't know why I was going with a double wall there, or a big wall, because it's there. Okay, there, it's fixed. Because it's just not gonna work out very well. And here I was just making these cells. I made the one, I think they're equal in this, but I had to change them because for some reason I didn't just decide to make custom pieces for this. I don't know why. So those top ones are actually a bit smaller. So I'll probably make those hold 1 and the bottom ones hold 2. And then here I am just gonna start copying it over. And then I try and turn it here, but it didn't really work, so I just kind of gave up on that. I'm trying not to say but like sometimes I just have to. But as you can see, it just wasn't really working. I realize now how easy it was to make it work. I just didn't for some reason. Why didn't I make it work? Why? Why wouldn't I do that? But I just make this tall connect to the other hall. Just make it connect there. I had to do the same thing with like clipping blocks in because they didn't line up again. Because I'm kind of stupid. But it's whatever. I think I might put the exit around here, or maybe in one of the prison rooms, like the big ones, maybe even in the kitchen, cafeteria. I don't know where I'm gonna place it. It's just gonna be somewhere. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I realized the heights were really messed up for some reason. That I still don't know why they got so messed up. I don't know, it's kind of stupid to me, but it's whatever. So here I am just making the end of the hall. And then with that, the map's done and I'm importing it into Unity. And I'm also importing the other things that I made as well. like the bed and table, and then I'm just deleting those walls and then texturing it, and only texturing one. Actually no, I was working on fixing the position, and that those, you can see how it's like 6 instead of just 1. Those ones that were in the front that I was originally trying to do were just being really annoying. I don't know why, but they just want to be annoying. And then here I am adding collision. Could have just added a box collider. And then here's the floor. At first I started with a plane. I could have stayed with plane after I made the choice not to select all those edges at once, because you can't merge edges for some reason. You have to merge faces, and I didn't want to do that because it would have been really annoying. But I tried doing it and it just didn't work. Probably would have worked actually, but I'm stupid. So I just decided to use a cube instead. And then I ended up actually not even using the system that I was going to use. So see, I'm extending it or extruding it at those things, and then I'm there as well. And then I'm just making it perfectly match like the area. Well, not perfectly. Like once I got here, it would have been too much trouble. But I don't know. It just seemed it would have been easier. And then here I just messed up in editing, and I already had my first voiceover here, so I just couldn't really revert it. But honestly, I don't really need this clip. It's just a little bit more of me working on the map. There we go. Anyway, and now I am just fixing the size of that cube, or I'm actually just scaling it up. So just making it fit the entire map, and yeah. If you guys want to see more videos like this, I know the end is still quite a while away, but if you want to see more videos of like this, just like me working on this game, just like 2 likes and I'll do another one. 2 likes. Actually no, wait, 4 likes. 4 likes and I'll do another one. Join my Discord if you want to download the game. It's in the description of this video, so go join that if you want to play this game. I don't even know, or if you don't have Discord, I'm making a website for this game very soon, so you can either go to that when it comes out. I hope it's gonna be out next week. I hope it's gonna be out next week. But I'm working, it's like for school, so I just made it of my game, but it's for school, so I don't know like when I'm gonna be able to work on it, because I also have a bunch of other things to do. And then I'm deleting that camera because I didn't need it. So here I am just like exploring the map a little bit with the camera, checking the textures to make sure it worked, and then I'm just picking a floor texture. I ended up going with floorboards. I might change it in the future because it doesn't really look very good, but it's temporary. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just finishing up the textures here, and making a roof as well, which I need to change the texture because I don't want it to be floorboards. But I still don't know what texture I want to use, so yeah. And then I just pulled that down to match up because I couldn't have it that high up. There's definitely things that I could have done better, but I didn't. Which is lovely. Also, if you want to have like live commentary of like me working on it, comment and I'll do it. It probably won't be very much because I'm usually, silent while I do it. But you can see here, I am putting it in the kitchen for some reason instead of the cafeteria. Because I don't know why. Why do I do these things? So that turned out to be way too big. Not turned out to be way too small. Because I still thought this was the cafeteria. But just to confirm, I did grab my model. Set it to the size I use because Blender makes everything ginormous for some reason. Realized, oh, that's way too tiny. And then I just confirmed that the model was the right size. So I just go into a different one that I knew was the right size, and then went back. Still wasn't sure, so I just dragged the model over just to confirm. And saw it was pretty much the same size, so yeah. Then I changed the size to match it appropriately because that would be way too small. And then I am trying to figure out the texture for this. And I ended up making a new texture and setting its size to, or its teething, I guess, which is just like the amount it repeats to make it look good. And once I had that, I worked on the legs. Now I'm just getting the legs here. Now I'm just copying all the benches because there's a lot of them even in this kitchen. This kitchen is still big. Bigger than I would have wanted, but it's still fine. And now I realize, after I have all the benches in place, that I'm stupid and I placed them in the wrong area. I thought that space was pretty good, so just hope that it was that I would remember how many, like, how much space in between there was. I think this is where I realized I messed up. And I go and select all the benches and go to move them and probably make more. Not probably, I know I make more. There I move them and then place them out, duplicate them. I say, you know, that looks good. But I did want to add some more on the side, but I didn't really like it, so I got rid of them. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. I forgot to record some footage, so I'm gonna go get the footage I need and then be right back. Go to voiceover for that. I guess, I don't know. I'm not gonna really